to the gossip. Which radio station is the hottest? And if it's sweet like honey, then I got it. If you don't tune in, then you're wrong. Honey Closet know what's really going on. So tell me something good, tell me something good. You better turn up the volume in every hood. Which clubs really pop? Who clothesline rockin'? Which show should I be watching? Redbone pretty, let the world know. And if it's sweet like honey, that's my girl show. Biggie Beats, turn the volume up. Chuck B, turn the volume up. J Dub, turn the volume up. DJ, turn the volume up. Honey Closet. Honey's Closet. Honey's Closet. Honey's Closet. Honey, 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 honey's clout. Honey, 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 honey's clout. No one else to listen to, check her elegance. Sick of all them weak shows, here's the medicine. Kept their ears to the streets, true veterans. This is Marge's favorite damn show. I tried telling them it's about to go up. Stairways, my girl Honey on the motherfucking airways. It's about to go up. Stairways, my girl Honey on the motherfucking airways. Turn up, East Coast, turn up, Japan, turn up, Motherland, turn up, Europe, turn up, South America, turn up, Australia, turn up, whole world, turn up.
Honey, 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 honey,
Honey.
Hey, hey, I like that.
Was that a little better?
No, but I like all the ones.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Yes.
I mean, you do no
do
wrong.
it different every time.
You do no wrong.
Yeah.
Welcome to Honey's Closet on thepowerofvoices.com. I am your girl, Honey, your host, along with the amazing Lee Michaels, a.k.a. Uncle Lee, as he is affectionately known. And then, what's the other name you have? Minister Lee or?
I don't know about that one.
Something you have. There's so many names that you are given.
Yeah.
I call you the guru, the godfather. You're the godfather of all
you
things.
can call me anything you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Okay. I didn't bring dinner today either.
You're slacking.
I am. I'm slacking.
But I'm good because I had a sandwich 2 or 3 hours ago and a brownie and bag of potato chips and some watermelon.
Watermelon. Was it sweet?
It was all right. Wasn't the sweetest I've ever had.
I don't know how to pick them yet. But
people say you pluck it and there's a certain sound.
Yeah, and this other lady said that you...
That's it's all a stroke of luck.
Yeah, somebody said if it got these lines on it coming from the bottom down, that means it's sweet. And I bought one. It was pretty sweet, but it wasn't the sweetest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but... okay. Anyways.
The best ones are the ones we used to steal when we were kids.
Right.
Go out in the field and
You know what?
one.
I think when we were younger, the watermelons were sweeter, though. The fruits were different.
I agree.
I just thought about it. I just bought some plums. I didn't eat any.
I love plums.
Yeah, they're good. Anyways, welcome to Honey's Closet. If you see us live, that means you are watching from Honey's Closet crew or Val Young. I see my beautiful niece, Miss Jerry Nicole, is on, and she says, "Hey, Uncle Lee."
What's up?
Yes. And then I see Chef Jason is on. He says, Sweet Mission is in the hizzo. And Jason, I keep asking you, when are you going to come into the closet? You have not given me an answer. I'm a little bit upset that you're not telling me. I feel like I'm being, I don't know what's going on. These men are ignoring me. I call Uncle Lee to check on him. He don't call me back.
I'll tell you, you called the other day. What was that? Last night or night before? Night before.
I think it was
BET.
Sunday, actually.
Yeah. BET.
I called in the daytime, though.
You did. Now, I think I was out rolling and couldn't call you back.
Yeah, because
then I forgot.
A text message popped up and said, "I will call you back." Right. I'm like, is this him saying this or just that little thing that pops up and you just push automatically and it tells you?
No, it is a message that's, like wired into my phone, but I had to manually do it. And I really fully intended on calling you back.
Yeah, well, you did the last time, the other day, too, and you didn't.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start taking it personal. Don't take it personal.
I publicly apologize.
Well, thank you. Hey, I see my sis cousin Shanae Jackson. I keep saying Shanae Jackson Miles, but it's Shanae Miles Jackson. I could have sworn she changed that. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Anyways, guys, welcome inside the closet. We are here to entertain you for a whole hour. And I'm going to try my hardest and darndest and damnedest to make sure you are entertained. Shout out to all my honey hangers, my honey bears, my Joker management team, my United to Live with Autism, everybody, the whole crew. Love y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Hey, you know what? I refuse to go in 2019 not being 50% higher than where we are. That makes sense. Is that a good way of saying it?
Yeah.
Or
You grow by 50%?
yep, grow by
Okay.
50%.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good goal.
Yeah. So we got to get things going because there's people who have needs, and I do definitely want to get a lot of people who are reaching out on the autism.
Mm-hmm.
So if you or someone you know or living with autism, please call our 800 number. That's 800-941.
1670.
I can't even see it. 800-941-1670. It's a 24-hour hotline.
Yeah.
We are available always to
help you out.
out. Yeah.
Give you some direction.
And get those Unite to Live with Autism t-shirts handmade by my baby Darius. It's kind of slowed down a little bit, but also I have not been promoting because I was dealing with my grandmother. You know, my grandmother moved to Texas. So
I had mine on the other day. Well, it must have been Friday. And I fell asleep in it.
it's comfy.
Yeah.
It's comfy. I wore my whole outfit. I have one, the top and leggings, and it says it down the leg. So yeah, I had that on yesterday
Nice.
as we were out. So let me tell you about my night last night.
Okay.
So my god sister Tiffany is in town, you know, and when Tiffany comes to town, it's a party.
Okay.
So I need to get fair warning that Tiffany's coming into town because I need to like juice up and water up and everything. Because, you know, Tiffany, I was there before Tiffany was born. I literally not raised her, but as she was born, took care of her,
Right.
eating it, all them. So she comes into town.
Now,
and
where's she from?
She's from California.
Okay.
But her husband is the one that coaches for Green Bay.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so her daughter is now doing some touring around to colleges because she's getting different offers. She's a baller in basketball.
Cool.
I call her #superstar. So she went to Arizona, which school she went to,
Right.
and so her daughter went to tour the campus, and so they decided to come over here for a couple of days. So
Cool.
we went out last night. So we decided we were going initially just to Lucille's for happy hour. So we go to Lucille's to happy hour. We stay there about 3 hours. We were happy when we
It's
left.
called happy hour, not happy hours.
Did I say, if I put an S on the end of that?
No, but you stayed 3 hours. That's
Oh,
more
yeah.
than an hour.
Well, yeah. Well, we do happy hours. Yeah, we do. So we, you know,
Stretch
they
it
have
out.
some amazing. Their rib tips are amazing.
Yeah, they are good.
Now they have the chicken and on the biscuit and gravy. We had that. They have deviled eggs. The deviled eggs were good. We had a gang of food.
Well, you know what? Devil eggs, unless it's a party, and I mean, I wouldn't go to a restaurant and just order.
I would never even know, but
Yeah.
our friend Denise ordered them, and they were good. They had bacon bits on. Yeah, they were good. So we were just eating.
Yeah.
So Tiffany goes, okay, we're going to leave here and go next door to continue the bar hop. I'm like, bar hop? Mind you, I have on, I'm not dressed. I have on no makeup. I'm just plain Jane. Whatever. So I'm like, okay.
They did a rap song about you.
Right. So this place called Paul Martin's American Grill. I've
Okay.
seen it in Victoria Gardens.
Yeah.
Never been there. So we go there. Very nice upscale place. We get there. We run into the owners of Raquel's Jazz Lounge and his boys. And they're all married. They're just boys' day, you know.
Yeah, hanging out.
Yeah. So we sit at the table next to them. We're all talking. So I talked to him about doing our show remotely from there. He's like, I don't know why you asking me. You know, just come in or whatever. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna do our show there. So we're there and we're drinking there. So I'm like, this is a really nice place. So we're there now 4 hours, probably like 4 hours, somewhere up 3 to 4 hours. So we get our bill. Our bill is $124. Now there's a guy sitting down at the other end that I guess Patrick, the owner of Raquel's, sees him in and out of Raquel's.
Okay.
So we're doing Honey Closet topics, which are topics tonight, guys. Call in. Would you marry someone of the same sex, to keep them in the country for money? And if you would, how much money would it take? So now we up in Paul Martin's having a Honey Closet session.
Can I give you my answer now?
No. So people are
Come
listening. A couple behind us got into the conversation. We were having a good
Yeah.
time. So now it's time to go. We get our bill. Our bill is like $124, just me and the girls. So we're like, okay, like, we'll pay our bill. So the guy who's sitting down there, who I guess frequents Raquel's, walks up and he hears, because Patrick goes, 124. I don't know how y'all gonna pay it. Who gonna pay y'all bill, right? And we're not expecting, because we came there to drink or whatever. So
Right. You're big girls.
yeah,
You can handle it.
we're not. Yeah. So the guy walks up and goes, here's $100. Put that on there. We don't know this guy, right? So he walks up, he hands the $100 bill to me and goes, give it, whatever. And so I give it to Tiffany, like, what y'all want to do? Because we don't know this guy.
Real player.
Right. So they just throw the $100 down there. So now he joins the conversation. He's so disrespectful, just belligerently drunk and saying things. So one of the guys there, Alan, he goes, hey, man, reach out his hand to shake his hand. He goes, I appreciate you coming up to the table, but your time is up. And so I'm kind of like, what's going on? Like, whatever. So the guy's like, I'm not finna leave. I just threw $100 on the table. He goes, and we can arrange to give you that back. But you need to go. You're being very disrespectful to the ladies. Because I think he was saying something about oral sex. And he was taking the conversation away. And like I said, these are married men.
Right.
All of us are, Tiffany's married. None of us are like, so.
Ain't slutting around.
Right. Nobody,
Yeah.
everybody's here is doing something,
Right.
So, they, as men, they just felt that he was being disrespectful. So he was like, he wasn't leaving. So Alan was like, we can take this outside. Not in a fighting way, as men. So they go outside, they talk, and they come back in. So the guy was like, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean no disrespect, just getting into the conversation. But then he starts being disrespectful again. So Alan said, hey, I extended my hand to you. We went outside and we talked. You come back in, now you're going backwards. You have to leave. You do not disrespect ladies like that, not in my presence. And I'm like, shout out to him, because a lot of men would have just been like, not say anything.
Exactly.
And he said,
and the way he handled that, to go outside and have a civil conversation with a guy who obviously under the influence, I have to take my hat off to him, because he kept control of the situation in a calm fashion. The two of them came back in, and then this guy broke out again.
Yeah. And the way he did it, though, because Alan's a businessman type guy, what I'm saying? Like family, whatever. So when he came at him, he said, the first thing he did was extend his hand to him. He said, thank you for coming and joining us. We've enjoyed it, but your time is up. I was like, oh, because I'm used to guys like, nigga, get away, get the step, fool. So yeah, but it was so, I was like, oh, so I'm like, are they going out the side? Fight. But they talked it out and everything was cool, and he still was very disrespectful. And so, yeah, it was definitely, it was definitely a different approach of how to handle it. But shout out to Alan and everybody who didn't make it a gangster move, or it didn't turn out to be a fight, even though the guy was definitely an a-hole. Just disrespectful to the young lady and her husband who walked up to join the conversation, to everybody. It was just kind of really, really disrespectful. And the conversation that we were having was not disrespectful. It was not anything like nasty or demeaning to anybody. So for him to turn it into something like that was really, it just kind of blew us for a loop. So needless to say, we left there. And then I go.
You didn't go to another bar, did you?
No, we left on. We were good. We were good.
You were toasted by then?
But then I did something that I always get on everybody else about doing. We're drunk. And I don't want to use the word drunk. We were just feeling very good. And I go on live.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Not good.
Not good?
No. I didn't even remember half the things I said. So I woke up this morning, and I always kind of pray and do my thing before I go on Facebook or anything. So I go on Facebook like 10:30, and the first thing popped up was somebody liked the live. So I'm like, oh my God, let me watch this. I never watch my lives. So I go on there and I watch the live, and hey, Rocky. Rocky said, shout out to Mr. Lee.
What's up?
My schoolmate. So I'm listening to it, And yeah, it wasn't cute.
No.
No, I was a little disappointed in myself.
Is it still up?
No, I deleted it. And I hope that it's gone. No, you don't want it. You know what? When I watch it, and here's the thing.
You know, you can hide it without deleting it. So you can
I
only
did
see
hide
it,
but then I think somebody else commented on it. And I'm like, that's not the image that I want to portray.
Yeah.
And I'm straightforward. What you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to fake who I am or anything, but there's a certain amount of things you just don't want circling the internet.
Yeah.
For me.
No, that's smart of you.
And when I see other people do it, I get on them. So the only reason why I'm bringing it up now is because I don't want anybody to say she's a hypocrite. She did it, but she always getting on me. No, my sister says you did nothing wrong. Stop criticizing yourself, sis. Thank you, baby. I love you.
But did they see the video?
She's seen it.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't that it was wrong. I didn't disrespect anybody.
Little
I didn't.
juiced up.
But yeah, we kind of was like, it was like, people, are you horny? Like, I don't have it. I can't. It was just a bunch of stuff. Like because Tiffany's married, and I go, do you miss when you drink?
Your subconscious came out.
No, I just said, you're drinking. When you drink, do you get horny? She was like, yeah. I go, so do you miss your husband? And do you want to hear? And she's like, no. And she was joking,
Right.
And then I was like, well, right. I said, Joker doesn't like me anymore, but I wish he was here because I don't have anybody, and it was just, it wasn't good.
Okay. I got it.
And there was like a little profanity, and I don't like to portray that, even though we do kind of say things on here, just out floating around for me.
Yeah.
So I get on myself. I get it. She said, you guys were just having fun. Hey, Alana, my baby. I get it. We were just having fun. We weren't disrespectful to anybody or ourselves or nothing. But it was just kind of like, I always get on, especially I get on Joker for that. Like, you being belligerent and drunk and you're trying to brand yourself, and then I do it.
Right. Yeah.
It's not cool.
Well, that's what happens when you lose control.
Yeah, and I never get like that. So alcohol and the red live button do not mix, people. Trust me. And then my god sister had her foot out trying to make her toes give you the middle finger.
Oh, damn. Creative foot, huh?
It was. Rocky said, I saw it. Rocky just hush. Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry I missed that.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I think Chris Bay seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
He likes that kind of out of control stuff, though.
Yeah. But it's, for me, I just thought, I don't want to be a hypocrite.
Well, you know what? It's smart that you dealt with it and you took control after you had sobered up.
Yeah. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're going to have dry mouth.
Oh, Lord.
Cotton mouth.
I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, it's not good. That's why I don't drink. It's just you spend money to make you feel bad the next day, even if you're drinking. And people say, well, you must be drinking some old jive alcohol. No.
Okay, so my cousin Karen comes on and says, stop it. I saw it, and you were talking fast like we always do. You're good. Be easy on yourself. And then my sister Shanae said, you were not out of control. Not at all. Prayers. Okay.
Well,
yeah.
You have to be the judge.
Yeah. It was funny, though, because Tiffany she's in the back seat trying to stick her front to the camera to give people the middle finger with her toe.
Wow.
That
was funny.
Yeah.
Yep. Did she get it?
She managed to get it.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
She's got talent.
Yeah. Yeah. And I said, y'all talk to my live. It was funny, though. I just thought maybe the cursing, it was a little bit
too much.
For me.
Yeah. Well, that's all that matters. You have to be the judge of your left, right, wrong, or whatever,
And the thing about it is, she said Tiff was hilarious. She was. Tiffany is. I wanted her to come and co-host tonight because Tiffany is hilarious.
Has she sobered up yet?
Yeah, I called her. I said, are you good? And she was like, yeah, because we were going to go have a summer party at her sister's house, my other god sister house. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go home and take my dad this gumbo that my aunt made. And we had Baker's. I ate the gumbo, and I was knocked out.
You ate your dad's gumbo?
No, I gave him some.
Oh, okay.
Then I was like, I'm going to taste this. I just ate a big burger, and I'm like, I'm going to taste it. And, I think my bowl was in the bed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need pictures of that. I'd like to see a picture of you laying in the bed, mouth wide open, a bowl of,
out.
half a bowl of gumbo.
It wasn't the gumbo was gone.
Empty bowl.
Empty bowl.
Mm.
Yeah, but we always have a good time. We have these girls. Thank you, Alana. She said, "Val, you are human." I know. I'm probably my worst critic, and I just say that because.
But you have to be.
Because and here's the thing about me. I'll just admit if I feel like I did something wrong, and I appreciate everybody's saying you were good, whatever. I appreciate that because I am harder on myself. But I'm just saying, like Alana, that's another one of Joker's niece. I'm hard. I was hard on him about. Stay off of Facebook being drunk and doing things because people look at you.
Yeah, of course.
And you're trying to get sponsors and you getting here. And then same with me. I'm trying to get sponsors. And my peeps, thank y'all for having my back because I love you 100 for it. But there is one person or two people that might be, oh, she wants us to sponsor her. And she's,
Right.
Now, if I get sponsored by Budweiser or something. Tequila.
Get your bud on.
But, and again, I don't think that it was really, really bad. I just kind of thought, us being a little bit
too
tipsy.
loose.
Yeah. Was making it, so I deleted it.
Well, we forgive you.
Thank you. I forgive me. Love you, Lana. Another gorgeous niece. Yeah, so. Yeah, anyway, so that was it.
Okay.
So, did you watch the BET Awards? Because I did not.
I watched the pre-show. I watched the first portion, and I don't remember what I saw last, and I fell asleep watching it. And when I woke up, the part that I had already seen was being replayed. So I said, okay, this is not working. And it must have been pretty close to midnight, or maybe it was a little after. I just turned the TV off and went on to bed. But so I still have not seen the whole thing.
I have not seen it. I do know that prior to it coming out that they did announce that Joe Jackson is battling terminal cancer.
Yeah, I heard that.
Joe Jackson, the father of the fabulous Jackson 5. He's so I think he was in the hospital, but I know he wants to come home and just be comfortable at home, which is I'm sure most people would want to.
So he must be in the late stages of it.
I think so.
Yeah.
And that's horrible.
Yeah.
We pray for him. I'm a true believer that nobody can say it's over until God does. The fat lady can't even do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they ain't up to the fat lady sing. Nah.
Yeah.
But we're praying for him. That's a horrible thing to deal with.
Yeah, it is. Cancer ain't nothing to get jacked up with.
No. And then they found the killer or one of the killers of the rapper Triple X Extension. These names are,
I know.
I don't want to talk rest in
silly.
peace, but I just want an easy name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And think about this. When we were talking yesterday, we were like, we have our old lady name. What would be your old lady name? Like my old lady name is Bernice Jenkins. Tiffany's is Bertha.
Bertha.
So we were doing that too, like our old lady names. And then what's your ghetto name? My ghetto name is Wee and Them. I'm just all of them.
Wee and Them.
And Them. That's who I was last night.
Yeah.
Wee and Them.
And Them. All of them. The whole hood.
Everybody, yeah.
That's funny. I would say old lady names would be Edith and Gertrude and Ethel.
So if you went, so you think a young guy would go somewhere and he'd be like, so what's up, baby? What's your name? Like Bernice Jenkins. Bernice Jenkins. Bernice. Sister Bernice Jenkins.
Oh, God.
Yeah. While I'm sitting here with a martini in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't that throw you for a loop?
It would make me go, okay. We got one here, buddy.
Yes.
I would refer to my friends. Okay, Bernice is my buddy James. I think y'all, James, why don't you hang out with Bernice? And I would moonwalk away. That's what I would do.
Man, but back to they caught one of the shooters of the rapper, and I'm nosy, so I went on his Facebook page, and these kids are just, man, our youth. He's just on there, apparently with the money they robbed him for.
What?
on his Facebook, and saying, be careful because it's a whole bunch of stuff on his. I forget, he goes by Chucky something on his Facebook, and it's just horrible. And it's these kids just basically targeted him and robbed him. They knew, and again, like I told you, he had that backpack. I think it was full of money. And these people are just, they hear you got money. We flossing money. We got money in my backpack. So now they're like, oh, we gonna get this fool. We got, it's sad.
Right. But you know what? And listen, no disrespect to the young man that lost his life, but if you could turn back the hands of time, and you could show a video to this young man before he died, killed, and say, hey, man, if you portray yourself this way, this is what's going to happen to you. I wonder if he would change his course.
I don't think these kids listen. I think they believe they're invincible. And a lot of these kids, because he did a video and he said, if I should die a tragic death or something, as long as 1 or 2 kids get my message, I don't think these kids I'm afraid to die. I don't think they're afraid to die.
What's your message?
Well, apparently he reached a lot of people. Like, outside of all this that we see, there was, and I haven't listened to his music. I said I was, but there's message in his music. Like, he really wanted to help people. I don't know. I heard that the whole domestic violence thing he had going against him was fake. Like, he really didn't do this. There was a lie. I don't know. At this point, I'm going to be honest, I don't care. Nobody deserves to be gunned down. And he was shot, 100. I think, 3 times in the neck.
Yeah.
So it's horrible.
And that's horrible. A cowardly act.
It is.
It is. You're not no bad, big time cat for doing something like that. You're a coward.
Oh, he had over. I'm not even going to try to guess the messages on his Facebook from people who were like, I hope you're going to get raped in jail, and I hope they kill you, and you coward, and you punk this, and you. Oh, I mean, it was just hundreds of them, thousands of these messages on his post.
Is his Facebook still up?
Yeah, I think so.
Really? I would think Facebook would have taken it down.
No, because Facebook ain't going to take that shit down, but they're going to stop our music.
Yeah. See, when something is under a police investigation, I would think they would take that down immediately.
Yeah, well, they didn't, because I guess it is not, hey, I'm going to say this, and this may be wrong, and people can maybe think that I'm wrong for saying it, but it's just another black kid dead.
Yeah.
Did our job for us, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
just another black kid.
I was in a conversation the other day with someone about the behavior of Donald Trump. He criticized the Obama and the mayor of Chicago and all the authorities there for not doing anything to stop the violence there. Well, listen, bro, you've been the president now for 1.5 years. What have you done?
What have you done?
The people are still getting killed in the city of Chicago and other cities around America. But these are people of color or brown or black. What have you done?
Nothing.
You have done nothing but piss people off. And, and I'm sick and tired of people. And I got in a debate with Jesse T about this tonight. He was criticizing Maxine Waters for what she said. But at the same time, he doesn't think Donald Trump was wrong when he says, "Hey, punch him in the face, and if you get arrested, I'll bail you out," and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's promoting violence right there in your face. And how can you not say that? Well, no, he hasn't done anything to promote violence. Bullshit.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Donald Trump's an idiot, and now I'm not really feeling his wife because I thought it was so disrespectful of her to wear that jacket.
I used to kind of feel sorry for her a little bit.
She's a bitch,
but that's gone.
Yeah,
but that jacket to me was in your face.
And then her publicist come out and said it was in no way was it regarding the kids.
Well,
but you're going to see the kids. You're on your way as a first lady to see these children who have been separated from their parents, and you're wearing this jacket.
Yeah, you leaving, getting on the plane after you've spent an hour. How many parents or kids does she even have a face-to-face with? Number one. Number two, you getting on a plane, walking up the walkway there, and all we see is the back of a $40 jacket with somebody hand painting some crap on it. Like,
total disrespect.
Yeah, she might as well have turned around at the top of the steps and threw a finger up at us.
Right. She might as well.
And the bullshit that her husband did, somebody was for the media. Now, which lie are we supposed to believe? I'm sick and tired of my intelligence being insulted by these racist, bigoted-ass people. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, they need to get her ass out of the country.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And then
she bought her citizenship, I'm sure.
And so did his mother. His mother was illegally, I read on that.
Yeah.
That Donald Trump's mother was an illegal immigrant that came over here years ago. So you know what? I will say this. I won't say it because I won't cuss today. But F her, him, and the whole White House crew.
Yeah.
The hell with them.
Sanders going out, getting, kicked out of the restaurant.
Yes.
Guess what,
and
Mama?
Another restaurant just stopped anybody from wearing the hats that says "Make America Great Again."
Good.
Yeah.
And the two other people in his cabinet that went to a Mexican restaurant, both of them, two different Mexican restaurants, but you don't want Mexicans to come in this country.
If I was a Mexican, I'd be like,
and all that was is a front.
Mm-hmm.
That was a front.
Oh, we eat Mexican food.
Yeah,
That's just like somebody saying, "Oh, I got black friends."
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
Get the hell off. You ain't got nothing here.
I'm sick and tired of these insults, direct and indirect, that think that people in this country are stupid. Not only that, we look pretty stupid. And kudos to Harley Davidson for giving the president the finger. And then he's going to say, well, they were planning to do that anyway.
Yeah. Well,
obviously, Mr.
I wish I could
President.
give him the finger.
Well, I will. I'll put the camera on me. I'll do it right now. Obviously, Mr. President, what you've been doing over the last...
That's for him. That's for Melania.
Exactly. a year and a half has not stopped Harley Davidson from doing what you claimed they were going to do anyway. So you haven't made the situation better for them. Okay, and they came to your aid when you were running for office. Mm-hmm. And obviously they're feeling betrayed because now you're making it harder for them to do business with other countries, selling their motorcycles in other places. Now they have to be charged more.
That's ridiculous.
By those other countries.
That's absolutely ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. So, Donald Trump, we ain't finna give you too much more of our time.
Right.
But you can sit on this and stick it, just whatever. I think they're disrespect. I think they're just
enough is enough.
Enough is enough. Question: Suge Knight's in prison, as we all know, for murder.
Who?
Suge Knight.
Oh, yes.
Okay, his mother passed away.
I'm sorry.
Do you think he should be allowed to go to the funeral?
I think that yes. When you lose your mama, you should be allowed to have your final goodbyes in a dignified way. Even if you have to be in handcuffs and shackles, so be it.
I think he should have to pay.
Yeah.
I think he should, and I get people, because I put it on Facebook, and I got to look, and see, Facebook has blocked me from, I'm back on now, but for some reason, they have blocked me 2 times within 5 days from responding to my post.
Really?
I don't know what's up with me on Facebook. Maybe because I won the battle with Sony Records.
Yeah.
They mad at me. I don't know. But anyways.
One thing shouldn't have anything to do with it.
I know, I'm just joking. But people were like, no, he shouldn't go. He's a menace to society. That's what he gets. He should have thought about his mom before he was committing crimes. I agree. He is a murderer. He's gotten away with so many murders. I do get that he could be a risk. It can be a liability because somebody who's looking for him could go to the funeral and try to get him. I get all that.
Okay.
But I think something...
That's a chance he has to take if he wants to go to his mother's funeral.
Well, I think...
Now, will it put other folk...
It could put other people in danger.
I
get that.
That's true.
So how about you pay to come and visit your mom's body when nobody else is there?
Yeah, have a private
viewing
that's not publicized.
Right.
Nobody knows what time or when or where. Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah, as someone who's lost her mother, don't have a mother, I think he should be able to say goodbye to his mom.
And I'm saying it's okay out of compassion to his mom.
Right.
Okay, now, yeah, she's dead. She won't know one way or the other. But I do believe that there are spirits in the afterlife.
Right.
I truly believe that we all have angels.
Yeah.
And, the night of my accident, my sister and I, she was on the phone talking to me. 15 seconds after we had finished the conversation about how blessed we are to have our mother and father and uncles and our sister, aunts and what have you up in heaven. as our angels looking out for our dumbasses because we're still here.
Right.
And there are things that have happened in our lives that we go, wow, how did we survive that?
Absolutely.
Because we have faith and we have angels looking out for us.
Right.
And I could have been dead. I may not be sitting here right now if it was not for the fact that a second went by and he hit me in the right spot of my car. Mm-hmm. If he had T-boned me or hit me right there at the driver's door, I probably wouldn't be here right now.
Well, you know, like the old people say, God said it wasn't your time.
Yeah. I truly believe in that.
And we thank him. We thank him every day we wake up. Lives. Well, we hope we all do.
Just say, okay, cat.
Yeah. Meow.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
did you hear?
Yeah, I believe in all of that. So, out of humanity, being, sensitive to that, I say, yeah, let the boy have a moment with his deceased mom. Yeah.
Shout out to my son who had an amazing beach party this Saturday at Venice Beach.
Yeah, I saw you online talking about that.
He planned his beach party.
Cool.
And it was nice. A good friend of ours catered it. Mm-hmm. Or a good friend of theirs. I knew him since he was a little boy playing with my kids. And I'm going to have to have him on here and bring us some food. Yeah. He did an amazing job catering. It was a nice day at the beach. So shout out to my baby.
Was it right there at the boardwalk?
Yeah, pretty much. And my son, he turned 26 on the 21st. So we had a good time.
That's good.
We had an amazing time.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah, so he's on here listening. And my girl Tony, she's on here. Hey girl. So a good weekend. So the crap that happened in New York, where the guys shot the wrong person. Did you hear about that?
No.
Okay, so something happened where this young man supposedly did something, and they thought he was the one that did it, and they went and gunned him down or did something and killed him.
The cops.
No, these are guys. These are young guys that killed him. They killed the wrong person. So they had their they were in court today, and they had it streaming live on Facebook. Yeah, they caught him. They killed the wrong person.
Wow. See
how ignorant we are? We gonna go get somebody for something. We get the wrong person. Sometimes, I don't know.
Well, that's the risk when you try to take, the law in your own hands. Mm-hmm. You may not get the person you intend to take out of this world. And is it the right thing to do? Now, listen, if someone did harm or killed one of my children or family member, I probably would want to
get them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would try to hold back, show some restraint and say, no, that's not that's an eye for an eye. And I'm not sure that I believe in that, to that degree.
I was told they stabbed him to death.
They stabbed him together? To death? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
That's even
worse. It's just
heinous.
Horrible. It's just the world we live in. The world that we live in. It's
Can we change it?
You know what? Our youth, the scary part is that our youth, they hey Patrick, love you too, boo. It's a trip because I have so many people that tune in that I grew up with. Me and Patrick I was like family, since we were little kids. My grandmother used to whoop his little butt, and the neighbor across the street too. And so it was hard, I believe, for him to see my grandmother leave as well. But shout out to everybody who tunes in, and it's good to have family people, supporting you. But our youth, they're not afraid, or they're so ignorant that they think they're not afraid.
Yeah, it's I don't understand it. It's like, what are you thinking? Is it the environment that they're living in and all of the violence that you see on TV and in
these
videos
games,
and games and all that?
Kids don't go outside and play anymore.
I know.
They don't go outside.
I used to go out
play.
in the morning. I might come in for lunch.
Yeah.
But when I came back in at 5 or 6 before the sun went down, I was dirty.
How you do is get in the shower.
One shoe missing.
You didn't do showers, then you did baths.
Right.
But here's the thing. When we were coming up, we would eat our breakfast. As long as work was done, we go outside and we would be playing, and you have those perimeters where you know not to go past.
Of course.
But you get hungry and you at Miss So-and-so house, she gonna feed you.
That's right.
The neighbors knew you. Everybody looked out for you. We don't have that anymore.
No.
We don't have that anymore.
There's no community.
There's no
fence around the children nowadays. There's a wall between the adults, especially the older people, and the kids. They don't want to be bothered with them because they're fearful.
Yeah.
You
and
know,
that's sad.
when my big mama, my grandmother, when we were out there, and even if there was a kid that she didn't know, she'd go, "Hey, boy, come over here. What's your name? Who's your mama? Who's your daddy?"
Because you knew all your neighbors.
Absolutely.
You can live next door to somebody right now. See, where my dad lives at, I know everybody.
Right.
Because I get out there and I speak and I get to know people.
You better.
Yeah. I just do it. Like, you should know. I want to know who's by me, who's not, who, whatever. You can live somewhere in the community and not know your neighbors for years.
No. See that, and you're right. And that's horrible.
That's
so
horrible.
That's not a neighborhood.
It's not.
You might as well be in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're isolated. You're afraid of your neighbors. Listen, when I grew up, when we lived over in an area in Norfolk called Lindenwood, and also lived in a place called Roberts Park. It was the projects. Okay, early versions of the projects back in the 50s. And we moved from the old Roberts Park to the new Roberts Park. Okay. And we're talking 53 to about 56, 57 maybe. And then we moved back to the old neighborhood. So I was a kid. I was born in 1950. So, but we knew everybody.
Yeah.
The people that lived next door to us, Mrs. Bright and her son, his nickname was T-Bone. I still talk to T-Bone.
Yeah.
Okay? He's a friend on Facebook.
That's crazy.
Edward West was in the old park. We were in the new park. But if we were short a cup of sugar and Mama was making something, she needed a cup of sugar.
You go get some sugar.
Go next door and borrow a cup of sugar. And you bring it back.
Yeah.
Or if Miss Louise needed 2 potatoes because she was making some French fries, she would come over and borrow a couple of potatoes or 5 or whatever. And the French fry pan, we had a special pan with the grease in it. Yeah. And she would say, "Let me have the grease too." Okay, no problem.
They don't know nothing about that, keeping that grease.
No.
They don't know nothing about keeping that grease. That's
right. We
funny.
recycle that grease 25 times.
Yeah.
And those French fries were so good. Homemade.
Hey, baby. Yeah. They, but that's the good old days.
Yeah.
That's the good old days.
Yep.
Now,
nobody was hungry in our neighborhood.
Because you had somewhere to eat.
Forget about
Everybody fed you.
I'd go fishing or crabbing or both and come back with 2 bushels of crab and 300 fish. And we gave them away. It wasn't about selling them, but everybody got some food.
Right.
And the old man down the street was growing collard greens and carrots and tomatoes and stuff. So we had fresh vegetables, fruit. Yeah. Everybody had a fruit tree or 2 or 3 in the backyard. Yeah. So, I mean,
you ate good back in those days.
Absolutely.
Good,
we had fig trees, cherry trees,
figs,
apple trees, plums, pomegranate.
Figs.
What?
Figs.
Figs? You don't like figs?
No.
Shut up.
No.
Fresh figs?
No.
Growing from the tree?
No.
In your
my
backyard?
grandmama had a fig tree. No.
With the June bugs on them?
Ooh, them things are scary. I'm still scared of those things. Still scared. No.
June bugs.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to our question. Our honey's closet question.
What's the question? The question of the day.
The question of the day is dun, 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 dun. Would you marry somebody of the same sex to keep them in the country for some change?
How much change?
How much change would it take to do it?
Enough to call ICE on his ass.
So you going to get married and turn your husband in?
No, I ain't getting married. I'm going to call ICE and say, "Hey, come get this fool. He want me to marry him for $50,000. No, he got the same junk I got. Get him out of the country right now." Now, if it's a woman, we might be able to work something out.
No, you can't switch it. It's a man.
I'm just saying.
So, no.
No. I vote no.
Vote no. I say no to 100% no.
No.
I, for one, It would be just my luck. I would marry some woman to keep her in the country, and then I would get proposed to. And then I'd be like, well, actually, I can't marry you.
Past the honeymoon.
But no, ain't gonna be no damn. Ain't no freaky sneaky going on.
I can't get there.
Give my money, but no, I wouldn't do it. You know what?
No.
As much as I love to spend money and enjoy the finer things in life, I'd rather be broke.
No.
I'm not gonna do anything to sell my soul to the devil.
Can't do it.
Karen said, no, I can't go to nobody's jail. Yeah, you can go to jail for that too, huh?
That's right. Yeah.
You didn't
That's
see
federal crime.
Then they'll tell you, oh, you don't want to give me nothing, put you in jail. Then you're going to kill them. Then you're going to be, that's just too much stress right there.
Dog.
That's just too much stress.
Count me out.
There are some people that will do it for some money, though.
My name is Bennett. I'm not in it.
Yeah, and you ain't going to get in it either.
No.
No, got a little husband running around here. Yeah. So on the way here, I heard some really hot, some steaming honey. I'm going to put in some tea for you. So there's apparently a radio station that we're not going to name because we ain't going to give them no credit. But they have this thing called Smash Fridays where if you've had some type of relationship with somebody in the entertainment field, you can call and talk about it. Well, this man called and said he had an affair or relations with a famous music producer, and that they met at this Hollywood home, and that you have to wear these wristbands. There are certain kind of wristbands that you wear to get into certain parts of this big home. Okay. And so he got into this home, and I guess he was dressed a certain way, and the movie producer or music producer offered to take him shopping, but acknowledged his clothing, what he had on. And so he invited him to this special room, and they sat down, and he said that he complimented him on his cologne, the music producer. And he said he touched him, one thing led to another, and they had like amazing sex. And so the guy on the radio show said, well, who was the doer, the producer? He said, oh, it was a hurricane. And so he was like, what's a hurricane? He goes, everything was twisted. Basically everybody did it. They just took turns. Now, I happen to think what kind of gave it away for me is the taking shopping. And I'm like, and so he asked, does anybody know about this person being like this? Because apparently he's out the closet. And they go, people in his circle know, but nobody talks about it. I think it's Puffy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I'm almost sure it's Puffy. Because Puffy has been known to say, I'm going to take you, offer to take people shopping. Yeah, so I think it's Puffy.
Oh, no. I mean, I've met Puffy a few times, and I didn't get that vibe. But you know what? I'm not good at that. But I think women have a better radar of that.
Okay, we about to come out. We and them about to come out. It's a known thing that Puffy, he's just like, I think he's part of the gay mafia. Like he's one of those people that people just do not speak out about it. But I do think that I think it's a known thing that Puffy kind of,
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
I know several, it's a music producer, right? I know several music producers that either swing both way or they're gay. So, in my mind, I didn't home in on any one individual as to who that might be.
I could be wrong.
But you know what? Puffy would not have been on my top 5 list.
Okay. I could be wrong about it being Puffy is the guy he's talking about, but I'm 100% not wrong about Puffy going both ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Puffy's one of those guys that people don't discuss. It's like he's just
somewhat quiet lately, isn't he?
Yeah. Hey, Ricky. Hey, Eric, Sean, Franklin, Roslyn, my sis.
What are some of the comments about the getting paid for?
No one has commented, but so
really,
I put it up on my page though this week, the weekend, and so a lot of people said, "Hells to the no." Hells.
Forget about it.
I think I got 2 or 3 that might sit that kind of said how much money, like how much money we talking.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
I could use about $10 million right now, but no.
So you might have to kill these people though. Now see, because once you marry, they might be like, okay, you got to give. No, I'm not.
We ain't gonna consummate the marriage and all that stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Karen said Puff is bi. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, I also had a question thrown at me from a young lady who I know, and this is her situation right now. She said, she said, ask on your show, how do you go from being the woman to the side chick?
Why would you want to?
I don't think that she necessarily wanted to.
Uh-huh.
I think it was a situation where she was the woman. And she went to... And then I guess he was cheating and they broke up. So now she still has relations with him. But now she's considered... I mean, and this is her saying this. So she was the woman, and then she went from being the woman to the side chick.
Well, she allowed that to happen.
Right.
She made a choice. Either you're going to be the woman, the only woman, or you're going to, fall back to second fiddle. But she made that choice.
Right.
Because she had the option to say, no, you can't do that with me. Either you're going to have to stop and be 100 with me, or you can go on and be 100 with her. I'm out.
Right. And
those are the only options,
here's
really.
My thing. We as women, we allow certain things. I think we all, Karen said, yeah, he's been cheating. Eric said she's put herself in the side card. Yeah, I'm not finna be a side nothing. I'm a selfish bitch. I'm going to say that about myself.
You want 100.
If I can't be 100, I'd rather you just say, look, and just go. Yeah. I'm not going to chase anybody. I'm not going to, no matter what I'm feeling or about whatever, I'm going to let you be. Because I love me too much to be anybody's side. Like, I don't.
What if?
What if what?
What if let's say you're the wife and then you find your husband cheating and he won't stop.
Then I'm gone.
But if you leave, the quality of your life may change.
Then I have to bear that quality.
Okay. Well,
I have to better that quality.
I think some people, and that goes for men and women, stay in a relationship because they're insecure about the future. In terms, even if you get 50%, it's still different than having access to 100%. And then the game comes into play of saying, okay, I got him by the short ones now. And I'm going to get any and everything I want just to be cool, because he doesn't want to lose that situation that he's already in, his marriage. And there may be kids involved. So there's a number of circumstances that might come into play and influence the decision of a person that decides to stay in the marriage or the relationship in a second position.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what.
I'm not suggesting or condoning it or think that's a good idea or a bad idea.
Right.
I think it's an individual situation. You have to make that choice, but you can't complain after you make.
I'm good being alone.
I feel you.
I'm good being alone. I'd rather be by myself. I don't want to be. And I was looking for this picture, but there's a picture I shared. I don't know what happened to it. If Facebook maybe took it off, but there's a picture that I shared today where a man. He said, my friend is in the hospital right now. He wants me to share this with you guys. He took a picture. All of this is just eaten up. It's just like little black buggy things. It's just all eaten up. He goes, right now, he has no lips, and he just has pus coming out of his mouth.
Why?
From where he said he has this dude, his friend, he goes, I'm going to put him on blast. He has an amazing woman. She might, you're not going, there's no perfect person. Right? Somebody's going to give you some hell. Y'all gonna have some issues. But he decided, I'm gonna go cheat and went and ate some woman and just all this gone. Damn. And they showed the pictures. I'm gonna have to post it on your page and I find it. All this is just
don't put that on my page.
Gross.
I don't want to see that.
Do you know a lady named Dr. Watson?
No.
Okay, so I said Washington before. So last week after our show with me and Jerry Nicole, we're talking about relationships and stuff. She hit me up on Messenger, and she listens from the Power of Voices.
Okay.
And she was telling me, she said, I'm going to give you some advice to share with your listeners.
Okay.
And she said, this is her words, probably a little different, but she said, basically, she goes, I'm talking to women now because I'm a woman and I see it more in women. She goes, but women need to know how to stand their ground. She goes, when you get with a man that does not know how to deal with a real woman, because first she said little girls, and she said, no, I'm going to use the word females.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, when you find a man and he can't deal with a strong woman, it's because he's only used to dealing with females. Yeah. And that's not your fault. Stop taking blame for him not being man enough to deal with a woman, because a woman is a strong woman who's going to stand her ground, who has a mind of her own. And a real man wants a woman who's strong like that, because if he ever falls, she's going to be there ever to lift him up.
Right.
If you deal with some chick that just don't know how to do nothing but be silly and do everything you say, then you don't have, there's no happiness. There's no happy medium. No. She was like, in the same.
That's not a real partner in that relationship. That's
she goes,
just
and that's what she said.
A device.
She goes, and men too. You want a woman who's going to stand up to you, who's going to have her own mind, because we are not always right, meaning people. The woman's not always going to be right. The man's not always going to be right.
Right.
There's a happy medium. So you need to love and trust your partner enough to say, maybe she's right. Okay, let me fall back because she's right. Or maybe he's right on this term, because guess what? You both are going to be wrong at times and right at times, and you have to have a happy medium.
What about I'll use the term old school female that stands next to her man but would never challenge him because, quote, and I've heard this out of a woman's mouth more than one time, he's the head of the household, he's the man, and I'm going to follow him.
Okay, we talked about that, but she used the word submissive. A strong woman can be submissive.
Mm-hmm.
And just acknowledging that your man is the king, he's the head of the household. Right. That don't mean the head of the household is always right. It just means you're respecting him as the man, because back in the day, the man was the head of the household, and it wasn't always about finances. He was just the man.
Right.
You know, it was back in the day, I'm going to go tell your daddy.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Everybody got quiet.
Everybody got quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So a strong woman knows how to be submissive to her man. It's just like, baby, okay, I hear you, but you're not right this time. Trust me.
And you do that offline, not in front of...
Never in front of people. And I see that all the time when women like to call their man out, do this.
And I will leave the room.
I see
when
it all
that
the
happens.
time.
I've seen it happen to guys, and I will go, oh, shit.
I will never, no matter how mad I am.
I can't stay in this.
No matter what you have said or done to me, I will never call you out or front you out. And I'm not going to sit there and argue with you too long. I'm going to tell you what the hell you did wrong, and I don't like it, and I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm not going to sit back and go back and forth, because I should only have to say what I don't like one time.
Right. And but I think out of respect for each other.
Hey, bestie.
You have that discussion, even if you're in a public place or you're at home and you've got guests in your home, and your wife or your husband...
Keep talking. I'm going to show this picture. I'm going to tell you why.
Gets into a situation where you're not comfortable. My suggestion is never confront that situation and put that person on blast and make them feel bad, because the response to that cannot, in most cases, won't be healthy.
Right.
But I think a message of critique is received better on a one-on-one situation, and it depends on how you present it as well.
Right.
And,
well, it shows division in your relationship too.
Right. Everybody's gone. You're now the only two people left in the house, and you come up out of the kitchen and say, "Mofo, this blah blah blah." You challenging that person, coming at them.
Each other, but no matter what, because if you don't, then people can say, "Well, he don't respect his woman, or she don't respect his man." So
But if you come to me as my wife or a significant other, and you hold me by the hand and look me straight in the eye and say, "Baby, what you said tonight was really inappropriate, and, I didn't want to say anything then, I never will. But in reality, you didn't handle that quite right." And I think, if you came to me that way, I would say, really? You really feel that way?
And even if you're a little angry, like, look here, that little crap you did, because I'm not gonna always be like, I'm gonna come to you. This shit you did wasn't cool.
Yeah.
But if we have a relationship where I know I can come to you and say,
exactly,
look.
So that's knowing your mate.
Right. And you have to have that respect for each other.
Exactly.
You can say whatever you want to me between me and me. Well, not whatever, but don't put me out. Don't. That is the one thing that would make me disrespect you. Anybody, not just a man, a feet, because women do it too to each other and whatever.
That's true.
Don't ever front me in front of people. If I do something wrong, pull me to the side and tell me. And I'm going to say, you know what, I'm sorry, or I don't think I was wrong, or whatever, but it's between me and you. It's not going to be between me, you, and everybody else, and everybody else. No, we don't have respect for each other.
Right. Yeah,
and that brings division.
That is not a good display.
It's not. And that's the problem in most relationships.
That's right. And
there's
your
no
friends
respect.
ain't going to want to come to your house no more.
Right. And then the people who in your face telling you to do it is the main mofos that ain't got shit, ain't going to never have shit.
Right.
And just tacky
Instigators.
anyways. Okay. See this? We got to go. We're out of town. I'm getting my hair braided. So these are the two styles I put up. I've already made my decision via my son. He's made the decision for me. But if you had to make a decision, what style would you go with?
I'm not down with the red. The color.
Not the color, just the style.
Well, let me see. Either one, really. I mean, I don't dislike one over the other so much.
Okay. Well, I have put this up on Facebook because I was bored and I wanted to have fun with it. And my son came in and he's seen it and he said, "Okay, I'm making a decision for you." So he's made the decision. I will get my hair braided on Sunday, so I will debut it.
So you're not going to tell us which one?
I'm not going to tell you which one. I'll tell you why I chose the one I chose or why he chose it. Jersey Sweetie says, "Hi, Bestie loves you." Oh, that's to me. "Hi, Mr. Lee. Bestie love you more." Baby. So with that note, hey, this hours went by so quick. Sure Stay tuned for the Anna Marie Comedy Hour. And see you guys next week with my new dude.
All right now.
Put God first and always stand for something or you'll fall for anything.
Spread some love.
Spread some love.
Who got the ears to the gossip? Which radio station is the hottest? And if it's sweet like honey, then I got it. If you don't tune in, then you're wrong. Honey Closet know what's really going on. So tell me something good, tell me something good. You better turn up the volume in every hood. Which clubs really pop? Who clothesline rocking? Which show should I be watching? Redbone pretty, let the world know. And if it's sweet like honey, that's my girl show. Biggie Beats, turn the volume up. Chuck B, turn the volume up.